Okay, a real quick video for you today. I've been meaning to change out my outfeed table surface for a long time. And since I had a little bit extra of that tiger plywood left, I thought it'd be a good opportunity to do that. So really I'm going to use the exact same legs and hardware from my original one. And that's what you're looking at here. This is how I attached the table to my table saw. Now I really like this setup, mostly because I can cross cut on top of my table saw. It leaves a little bit of gap in between the table saw and the outfeed table that I can actually rip down. So what's going on here is I'm just adapting those old legs to the new tabletop. I just got to mark out for some 5/16 bolts and drill out some new holes and countersink a T-nut into the top of the board to accept those bolts. Once I've done that, I put it back into place, and then I mark out for the screws that attaches to the pieces of wood that's attached to my table saw that you seen earlier. Now, only thing I need to be careful really of is as long as those screws don't line up with my miter slot, because you'll see here in a second I'm going to make a slot for my miter gauge to slide into as well. And about the only thing I gotta pay attention to when I do the miter gauge is to make sure that the gauge goes out far enough past the blade in order to make a safe cut. So I'm making sure that the miter gauge that I normally use goes past the saw blade, and then I'll make the length of miter slot accordingly. I'm making the slot with my plunge router. Take one pass with the plunge router, then I lower it to the depth that I need and make a second pass. And my router bit is not quite large enough to do it all in one pass, so I do have to take it in two sections. So basically each miter slot that I'm making requires 4 passes in order to get the outcome that I'm looking for. Well, pretty much once I got everything set the way I wanted to, I gave a good sanding to 220 just to get a little cleaner surface, and I also rounded off the edges with the 1/4 inch roundover bit. And then I'm going to put a coat of Mendwax paste wax on the whole table. Apply it in. I rub it in a circular motion, and then I rub really hard to buff it out. And then right in the dead center of this board, I put my logo. That's all I got for you today, and I'll see you next time.